Throughout the Harry Potter series, it is clear that Snape is a generally unpleasant person. This is never clearer than when Snape is interacting with Harry. It was clear early on that Snape had a special hatred for Harry, but the main question is why? Snape is an interesting character shaped by a life begun with immature love to Harry's mother, Lily, as well as being mistreated throughout his formative years, ultimately formed his bitter character from a young age. An important thing to note is that we nearly always see Snape through Harry's eyes, so we don't get to see much of how he acts towards other people. Harry's resemblance to James is triggering for Snape. It reminds him of being frightened and humiliated as a child, so whenever Harry is around, Snape automatically becomes hostile, unhappy, and in a foul mood, making him even more short-tempered than usual. In the first book, Dumbledore suggests that Snape dislikes Harry because of his contorted feelings about James. Snape has plenty of other reasons to dislike Harry: a lazy, cheeky student who cheats, lies, steals, copies other people's work, and deliberately causes a potentially life-threatening explosion in class. It is also likely, with Snape being a Legilimens, that he can probably sense the dark magic that surrounds Harry's scar, similar to how the Horcruxes affected Ron in the Deathly Hallows. Snape's bad history with James makes him even more sensitive to bad behaviour by Harry. It's going to be a lot more complex than the "I don't like your dad, so I'm going to take it out on you." Harry embodies all of Snape's regrets, mistakes, and miseries rolled into one. So in a sense, Snape is constantly reminded of all of his failures whenever he sees Harry. No wonder he was bitter all the time. We can't blame him, really. Seemingly everything Harry does reminds Snape of Lily, and therefore fuels his hatred of Harry. Harry has Lily's eyes in James' face, constantly reminding him that the bully who made his life a misery also got the girl. Harry looks at him with hatred in Lily's eyes, the same hatred he saw in her eyes when she rejected him. Harry hates potions, which Lily loved, and that seems like an insult to her memory. The fact that Harry is an orphan is a constant reminder of Snape's fault in relaying the prophecy to the Dark Lord, and his failure to put it right by saving the Potters. Harry is the thing Lily died for and because of. Snape has dedicated his life to protecting Lily's child, but Harry seems hell-bent on getting himself killed. Given the combination of Harry's poor behaviour with the whole extra layer of misery and guilt which he represents to Snape, it's really not surprising that Snape finds him very hard to take. On one level, Snape seems especially harsh and cruel, irrationally jealous of a James lookalike dating a redhead. Nevertheless, Snape was unwilling to hurt Harry physically, even when Harry was trying to hurt him. It was completely understandable when Harry went into a blind rage and chased after Snape and the Death Eaters following Dumbledore's death. After all, it was just another father figure that Harry had lost. What was really interesting was Snape's reaction to Harry in the aftermath. Initially, he deflected every spell and didn't return fire. Rather than jinxing Harry or putting him out of action, which would have been a lot easier, Snape only returned fire when Harry persisted in chasing him while taunting him, and even then he used spells to keep Harry down rather than actually injuring him significantly. It must have taken a surprising amount of skill and control to keep Harry at arm's length and out of harm's way. So whilst the mean-spiritedness of Snape is completely inexcusable, we can at least understand Snape's motivation. Snape was clearly tormented by the memory of Lily, and it followed him all the way until his own death.